What's quack-a-lacking, guys? I'm a Duck Quack here, and welcome back to yet another episode in our Trading Explained series. So, in this episode, we're going to go for the Team of the Week, and there's a lot to talk about when we're investing in Team of the Week players. So, as you probably know, a new Team of the Week is released every week on a Wednesday at 6 o'clock, and it's announced at 3 o'clock, and that's UK Standard Times. So what do we want to be looking at when we plan on investing in players? Well, firstly, we want to be looking at how long we want to hold onto them for. Now, there's several different types of Team of the Week investments. There's long-term Team of the Week investing. That's when we're picking up a player when we believe over a period of time, as the supply dries up on the market and the demand starts to increase, as more players get the coins or more players decide to use the player, then their price will go up. That's the long term. The short term is we're picking up players that are too cheap and then flipping them a day or two later, or even in the same 10 minutes for profit. Now, the standard ways of picking them up early for profit is from sniping. So sniping players, mass bidding on players, that's the quickest way you're going to get a cheap player, and that's the quickest way you can flip them instantly for profit. But there are tons of other variables we can look at. So firstly, let's start with the very, very basic things. What makes us want to invest in a Team of the Week player? Right, for example, we've got three strikers here. We've got Higuain, Mertens, and Cavani. The lowest rated are these two on the left and right side, and Higuain is by far the highest rated. Higuain, however, is very rarely used on FIFA. That's why he's going for 450,000 coins. Cavani, again, very rarely used, and it's because of his pace. That's why he's about 200,000 coins. Mertens, however, he's a huge player. He's going for 600,000 coins. So he's the most expensive one out of the three. And he's not even the highest rated. They're the same league, these two, the same kind of, well, exact same positions. The only difference is this guy's got a ton of pace, and that's why he's so much more desirable than Higuain. And a lot of people will find this. If you're picking up a player, make sure it's a player that's liked, and I'm not talking about only on FIFA. Big names in real life and big names on FIFA go hand in hand. People want players they can relate to. So, say Fernandinho was the same rating as Higuain and slightly better stats, I'd still pick up Higuain myself because I like him as a player. And that makes absolutely no sense, but so many people do this. They pick up fan favourites. That's where the likes of Koscielniak here, even though his stats are far from incredible, he's going for about 100k. Whereas if we look at this left back here, who's got much better pace, much better stats, well, almost much better stats across the board, really. 71, 81, 91. But yeah, there's not a lot of difference between the stats, except for Koscielniak has got beasting physical. But for 4 times the price, it's a BPL fan favourite. And that's why it'll always kick in. You just got to pick up players that are generally used, which is Premier League, obviously, for a starter, and people like in real life. Then what we want to be looking at is we want to be looking at how we can predict their prices changing and why we think they might be too cheap, or why we think they should go up in price. These kind of guys, say he was like 40k or something, we'd say, well, he's a Premier League player, he's from Arsenal, which is a big club, people love building Premier League teams, he's one of the better left-backs in the league, probably with a shadow card on him or something, hence his price should go up. That's the kind of logic we want to use, and we want to use on all the players available in the Team of the Week, and just make sure that our decisions are the most sensible ones that we can do. Another reason that we might be picking them up is because they're too cheap in the moment. So, for example, Team of the Week drops on a Wednesday, and we have loads of people that have saved packs or buy packs, and they open them. And a load of these cards, not as many as during Weekend League rewards, but a load of them enter the market. During that period, it causes prices to come down a bit. Then we have a whole 24 hours. So we have from Wednesday evening till Thursday evening when Weekend League rewards are released, when nobody's really opening packs. These prices, they start to increase. It's not massive increase. Massive amounts they increase by most of the time, but that is our first window. We buy on Wednesday night when we feel they're too cheap, and then sell during the night is usually the best time to sell, to guarantee that they go. If we're still holding on to them when Weekend League rewards drop, that's when we're in trouble, because Weekend League rewards sees a ton of players enter the market, a ton of packs being opened, and hence these prices will most likely fall quite a bit. Now, the same thing happens during during Weekend League rewards. Tons of packs are opened, tons of people flood the market with these cards, undercutting one another, and that's when we have a chance to mass bid, we have a chance to snipe, we have a chance to pick these guys up for very cheap, and then just sit on them for that little bit. We want to be waiting, once we've picked up these players, until Friday kicks in. Now, Friday is when the next weekend league starts. So these players, they crashed the night before, but then on Friday, everybody's suddenly building their weekend league teams, and then the demand starts to go up. So more and more people have bought the ones on the market. We're listing ours for more, and we're making our profit. They're the short-term ways of dealing with it, and it works exactly the same with squad battle rewards in the sense of loads of people flood the market with these cards. The only difference is there's unlikely to be an instant rebound. The reason that it instantly rebounds on Wednesday and Thursday is because weekend league's coming up. The reason that it doesn't rebound on Monday, well, Sunday morning, Monday morning, whatever you want to call it, is because there's no desire for these cards. Unless you really, really, really want them to do squad battles with, you're not going to hurry up and pick them up. It's going to be a more of a gradual increase. So we're picking these guys up during squad battle rewards for a slightly longer term investment. Maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, something along those kind of lines. But there are 3 huge points in which we can start investing in Team of the Week players there. And that's the easiest way to get our foot into the door, so to speak, and to start making our coins. Then we also have the other aspects. We have Squad Builder Challenge investments. So on here, for example, we have got, if you look at the whole thing, we've got 1 centre-back in the whole Team of the Week, which is absolutely bizarre. If we saw a crazy icon SBC come out that required a full inform team and a certain rating, then it's very, very unlikely, I know. I'm just being very hypothetical here. Then we've got no good centre-back options here. So the best one we have is someone called Hilton from a week or 2 ago, who was an 84 rated. The biggest thing you want to think about when you're picking up Team of the Week cards as investments for SBCs is what purpose will they see play? So is it going to be a random SBC with a 676 rated inform as required that we could spend 11,000 coins on? Or are we much more likely to see something like an 80 rated SBC where we could pick up someone like these guys are going to be expensive because they just look really solid. Griffo probably shouldn't be. There we go. We could spend a couple of thousand coins more and pick up an 82 rated card instead of a 76 rated card. That's the kind of logic we need to take into account when we're picking up our SBC investments. Now, like I said before, the best time to buy is during periods where the market is flooded. And we don't have to sell instantly for profit. We can hold them. We want to be looking ideally at 83 plus rated informs, like Mandanda here, for example, when we can pick them up for very, very close to discard. And I'm talking somewhere between around 15,000 ideally. Anywhere between like 12 and 17 is fine for an 84 rated. 12 and 18, 12 and 19, even probably up to 20k. Because they are going to have value when icon SBCs drop or big player SBCs drop. Having these players sitting in your club that we've picked up for cheap, you can instantly turn a profit or you can hold them for longer. You need to know, though, what is the reason for your investment? What SBC can you imagine Dowell being used in? What SBC can you imagine Schaffler being used in? What SBC can you imagine Mandanda being used in? If you want to go crazy, what SBC could you imagine a 91 rated inform Higuain being used in? Before you pick up these cards just randomly, always have an end goal. Always imagine, foresee what squad builder challenge that these cards could actually have a use in, how they could have a use in, how their nationality, how their team, how their rating could come into play, and take that into account. So that kind of covers both the terms. These videos aren't stupidly long. They're just a small video to give you an idea on how we look at it and how we want to be acting. We've got loads of other tools that we can use, like I've got a Trade to Glory series where you can actually see me investing on stuff. Loads of other people tweet out ideas, make Reddit posts, make videos, fantastic content around. This explains the fundamentals of it. If you want to see it in action, though, there's other videos and stuff around. And if you guys have any questions whatsoever, feel free to message me anytime on Twitter or Discord. We have got a Discord server up and running on my Twitter, so make sure you guys follow me on both of those. If you're new to the channel, a subscription would be incredible. And anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching again, and I'll catch you next time.